Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, this is Lithium017 bringing you my GameCube collection. I have 49 titles for the GameCube, but 44 of them are unique. 4 consoles, 11 controllers and accessories, and a few of them sealed. So we'll start with a games list. I'll go through these pretty quickly because there's so many of them. Animal Crossing. Now I never really got into this one a lot, but it was definitely fun, definitely addictive. If you like games that you're going to waste hours upon hours, definitely pick it up and play that. Next game is Baten Kaitos Origins. I have 3 sealed copies. I had one opened at one time and I played it. If you're looking to buy one of these, I have it up on eBay under the same name, Lithium017, so that's kind of a self-plug. It's prequel, but its sequel, I guess the way to say it, is Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings of the Lost Ocean. I played through this game the entire way through, and I was always waiting for it to kind of pick up a little bit more, and it never really did. But I enjoyed it. It was interesting. It had a card aspect for an RPG on the GameCube. You used cards to kind of make your combos, and I got into it, but I didn't fall in love with it the way other fans did. One of the best unplayed games, Beyond Good and Evil. I believe there's an HD remake in the works, or it's already out. Fantastic. It's kind of like a Zelda game, but you're a photographer trying to unravel, basically like a plot. You're trying to find evidence, but it has dungeon aspects of the other game, of Zelda. Lots of fun. Crazy Taxi. Played it a lot. There's Crazy Taxi 2, I believe. I don't have it. Really like it, really addictive, simple, but great. Of course, that was originally on the Dreamcast. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. This is the only Donkey Kong Jungle Beat game with the bongos that you can play. I also have the bongos, but those won't be in the video. They're packed away somewhere else. Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. Now, this game will definitely screw with your head. It's a mature game. It's made out of Canada. I'm proud to say that. And it's fantastic. I think it's one of the top 10 on the console. If you like mature games, definitely play it. Now here's the Zelda collection, sort of. The first game is Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. I really wanted to play it with my friends because we love Zelda, but we all didn't have a Game Boy Advance and we all don't have a link cable. So I know you can mock one up with TVs and enough Game Boy Advance readers. You can actually just play on multiple televisions. It'd be interesting to see that done. Next Zelda game is the Master Quest disc, the bonus disc. I'm sure all of you know about that. If you've never played Master Quest, it was supposed to come out for the DD, Nintendo 64 DD, and instead they brought it out for the GameCube. It's kind of like, not the puzzles are harder, they're just kind of Nintendo's second choice. So they're not more difficult. Sometimes they are, just because things don't make quite as much sense as the original. But it's worth the playthrough. This is the Collector's Edition with the 4 games on it, with Zelda 1, 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. And Twilight Princess. I played it through on the Wii. I never played through on the GameCube. I know it's switched. Left is right and right is left on the opposite consoles. I wish it just came out on the GameCube and not the Wii, because the graphics, for me, could have been a little bit better on the Wii. But it was great. Absolutely fantastic. Top 3 Zelda games for me. One of my personal favorites on the entire console, my top 3 games, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I fell in love with the art style. I really, really enjoyed the fire aspect of the entire game. Whenever you saw fire, I was just amazed. It looked like a comic book, but you were playing through it. It was really cool. Link's animation was fantastic. Excellent, excellent Zelda game. The boat parts got a little bit stale after a while. And that same game, but Japanese, is called Tact of Wind. And for some reason or another, I picked this up at one time. So, if you've never seen a Japanese GameCube game, much, much smaller. The instructions are in there. Continuing on, Luigi's Mansion, which was a launch game, and it was way too short. Felt a little bit rushed. Just too short. Fun while it lasted, but I thought they could have done a Luigi side quest a little bit better. This is Mario Golf, Toadstool Tour. I never really got into the Mario Golf games all that much, but I love the other ones. This is Mario Kart Double Dash. Probably my favorite Mario Kart game, just because it's so fluid when you play multiplayer compared to the N64 version. Okay, the next game is Mario Superstar Baseball. To be honest, I've only played this once in my entire life, so not much to say about it. Not a huge baseball fan, even though this is very arcadey. The next 4 games are the Mario Party series, being Mario Party 4, obviously Mario Party 5, my personal favorite on the Gamecube, Mario Party 6. I just really like the day-night aspect of it, and Mario Party 7. This one came in a bigger box with a microphone. I have the microphone, but I don't have the bigger box. I'd like to get that someday. And the next game, which is actually a compilation disc, but highly recommended, Mega Man X Collection. 7 games in one, fantastic. Mega Man 1, Mega Man X, X2, and X3 I have on the Super Nintendo, but to have them all on one disc is really neat. The Metroid games, Metroid Prime, obviously one of the best games on the GameCube, and Metroid Prime Echoes. I didn't like Echoes as much as the original. That was my personal preference. My top 3 games on the console, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I just absolutely love this game. I love the N64 version, and this game wasn't quite as good for me, but still top 10 games, I think, for me personally, of all time. I just really like it, and I really like the quirky writing in the stories. I'm missing Pikmin 1. I had it, and I beat it, except for the final boss. I got rid of it. But this is Pikmin 2. I've only logged maybe 5 or 6 hours onto it. I haven't beaten this full game yet. Very interesting, different take from Miyamoto. Pokemon Colosseum, the sequel to Pokemon Stadium on the 64. Sonic Adventure. This is the Director's Cut DX version, obviously. I don't have Sonic Adventure 2. I had it and I beat it fully, and I traded it in 10 years ago, or not quite 10 years ago. Sonic Gems Collection. I only got this for one game, just to play Sonic CD, because for one reason or another it wasn't on the other Mega Collection, which is this one here. This one has all of the Sega Genesis ones, along with some unlockable Game Gear games as well. So, I mean, definitely pick this up if you like the Sonic games. There was a few great compilation discs on that console. SSX Tricky. Really cool snowboarding game. There's not that many on the GameCube, so neat. I have 2 copies of Star Fox Adventures. I don't know why. I think one might be my girlfriend's. This was originally called Dinosaur Planet, and it was supposed to simply be a game that did not involve Star Fox and any of the characters like, Peppy and Slippy. Falco didn't even make it into the game. That's why there was no character for them to substitute in for him. I was really excited before the game came out, and then it came out with Star Fox, and it wasn't all that great. It tried to be like Zelda, but it didn't fully work. This is Rogue Squadron 2, Star Wars Rogue Leader, the sequel to the N64 game. My word, are some of the levels really difficult towards the end of the game. It's very difficult. I don't know if I ever beat that game. This is a Player's Choice version of LEGO Star Wars, the video game. I try not to get Player's Choice versions. Most collectors try not to. I don't know why. There's no difference. Just the packaging looks different. I really like the LEGO games usually. When they combined Soccer and Mario, I was pretty excited. And playing this with friends, Super Mario Strikers, and just body checking them into the boards. Great fun. Played that a lot with friends. Super Mario Sunshine. I really like the game, but the controls are a little bit awkward, and that hinders the experience because some of the stars, they're too difficult, and after you get them, thank God, I never have to get those stars again. And there's a bit too much coin collecting in this, with 240 blue coins to collect on top of the red coins to collect on top of the yellow 100 coins to collect. So a bit too much collecting for me, but I do like the hover nozzle, or Flood as he's called. Super Monkey Ball 2, I had Monkey Ball 1 and I got rid of it. I have to fill some holes in my collection. I like the Super Monkey Ball games. One of the best games on the console, Super Smash Bros. Can't say enough about it. I play the Brawl version more often because that's what my friends play now, and I do think Brawl's a little bit better just because of all the extra things that they threw into it. So I'm personally a Brawl fan more than a Melee, but a lot of competitions think Melee's better. Tales of Symphonia, one of the best RPG games on the system. Very interesting, different RPG. Definitely pick it up if you're into RPGs on the Gamecube. The only sole reason why I kept this game is I bought it in a pack. I bought it in a bundle. Terminator 3 The Redemption, and it's quite rare. It's made by Atari. So I've never played it, never put it in my console. Just have it for collecting purposes. Time Splitters 2, what felt like the sequel to GoldenEye. Great first-person shooter on the Gamecube. My only Tony Hawk game that I have left, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Picked it up in a bundle, so I kept it. I really like Tony Hawk 4. I think Tony Hawk 4 is my favorite. Beautiful Joe 2. Never played it, so don't have much to say about it yet. I played a little bit of Beautiful Joe 1, and it was excellent. Wave Race, Blue Storm. Never played it in my life. I really should. Give it another chance. I also have a sealed copy of Wave Race. And then my last game is 13. Never played this one either. So I do have several games to play. There's many holes to fill, like I need Killer 7 and Super Monkey Ball 1 and Pikmin 1. All the Resident Evil games. In terms of other things that I have, GameCube, this is just a small GameCube shelf. So I have a silver GameCube with 2 controllers, a clear on the bottom and a blue controller, a black console, a blue console, black controller, a few blue controllers. Then I have a sealed RF switch, a sealed memory card, and a sealed modem adapter, which I have never seen in that condition ever before. It's a blister pack, just like the N64 controllers. I also have a boxed memory card that is from Japan. And several memory cards that are all first party here. The white ones, memory card 59s, and black ones. And on top of that, I also have a boxed black GameCube and another GameCube actually for sale. That's just, I keep right there right now. So that is my entire GameCube collection. I have 48 games, as I said, and 4 consoles right now, so hopefully to be expanding my game collection now that those GameCube games are quite cheap. I thought I would pick them up now. Have a great day, collectors. Talk to you later.